welcome to Conversations from Backstage. Thanks for joining me on the set of our live-ish production of Thank You 5. As we were getting ready to do this and setting everything up, I kind of wanted to do a special episode about the things that we do to get ready and the things that we do during productions. I couldn't figure out what to focus on until my partner Emily said, why don't you talk about theater superstitions? I thought that was a great idea. There's a lot of them, and as you may or may not know, actors are a very superstitious bunch. Now, there's so much going on in live theater as you're doing it that if something bad happens, it can seem like it's just bad luck. But you know, we techies know that it all comes down to attention to detail and the ability to focus. So we tend to go along with these superstitions to ease the actors' minds, but we know they're just superstitions. Anyway, personal superstitions of actors tend to be the things that we do beforehand. We do them the same way, at the same time, all the time. And the reason for that is actually pretty logical, is we want to do the same thing every time so that we get in the same mindset of the character that we're doing or what we're doing for that evening, and we can focus and pay attention to detail, like we said. But what we're going to talk about tonight is superstitions that are a little bit more universal to theaters and theater people.
We just wanted to say good luck with your episode.
Okay, I guess we'll start with that one. Break a leg instead of good luck. We say break a leg for many different reasons. One of the reasons being that there were sprites that would do the opposite of what you wished somebody. So if you wish somebody good luck, they'd have bad luck. So you wished them a bad thing to happen to them so that they would get good luck. There's also another superstition about it, that back in the times of vaudeville, that they would book so many acts that they couldn't possibly put all of them on in one night, and you didn't get paid unless you got on stage. Now, the curtains on the edge of the stage are called legs, and so if you broke the plane of the leg coming in and actually got on stage, you got paid. Another reason was that you would break a leg while you were bowing. You would bend your knee, and then you would have done a performance and you would have gotten paid as well. So that's kind of the background for that, and so thanks, Steve. So we're here at the fly rail to talk about our next superstition, which is whistling in the theater. The reason we're at the fly rail is that the superstition goes that if you whistle backstage, a piece of scenery might drop on you. The reason for that is that back in the day, instead of being able to operate one person over here with these counterweights, they had to add or subtract sandbags, and that took more than one person. They usually use sailors to do that, and that meant they needed to signal each other. Well, sailors already used whistles on ships to signal each other, so they decided to use that as well. So if an actor whistled backstage, they might accidentally cue a sailor, something would happen out there when it wasn't supposed to, and bad things happen to actors. But we don't use sailors anymore, so we can whistle backstage as much as we want. What the?
Oh, Matt, I am so sorry. You whistled.
Karen, but we don't even use sandbags anymore. What's that doing back here?
I'm sorry.
Another lesser-known superstition is that of never bringing a peacock feather on stage. Since odd things seem to be happening when I demonstrate these things, actually, I am not going to bring one on stage, but I'll show you a picture of one right here. And the reason being that the pattern on the peacock feather, it looks a little bit like the evil eye, and then actors were afraid of bringing bad luck or, curse down on the audience or them. What the heck? Okay, I'm not taking any chances with this one. This one is the best known besides Break a Leg, probably, and it's about not saying the name of the play. Well, I'll say that Scottish play. Well, you may not know what I'm saying if I say that. 1 second. It's safe to say it outside the theater. Macbeth. Okay, so if you do happen to say that, there are some counter curses that your fellow actors will definitely tell you to start trying to do. So the first one is saying any line from Two Gentlemen of Verona, which is considered a lucky play. And then the other one is this line from A Midsummer Night's Dream. It's, if we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here whilst these visions did appear. Or you can go outside. Here, I'll show you again. 1, 2, 3. Great. So we got through all of that without saying Macbeth. Okay. I'm glad I saved this one till last because it seems like the safest one out of all of them because it has another actual logical reason for doing this. The superstition is never to light a trio of candles in the theater. This was at a time when there were thatched roofs, wood was used to build everything, and it was very flammable. So we don't really have that anymore. We have a lot more open space. A lot of it's built out of steel, not wood. So this one should be just fine. We're gonna go ahead and try this. 1, there we go. 2, everything's all right. 3. Okay, maybe some of these superstitions have something to do with them. I don't know, but I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm just gonna go clean up.